What's going on, chat? What's going on? Shit. Damn, another fucking baller ass day, man. Like, jeez. Wake up, roll out of bed, like, straight to some money on. Yo, I made my first sale on my website. That's big for me. I made my first sale on my website. Made my first sale on my website. Let's go. Y'all saw me build it. If y'all watched the Twitch, y'all seen me build it. Let me show you what's going down. Y'all saw me build it. Check it out. Check me out. Check me out. First order. First order on the site. Boom. Just put it through. Shout out to Mr. Brown. Now we got a little thing, a little base growing. Now I don't like the theme. I want to change the theme. But we got the first sale. That's big. Once you get one sale, you can get 10 sales. So now you know we're on to the 10. Now one sale, let's try to get 10 sales. How did I do it? How did I get my first sale on Shopify? Well, stay consistent. Boom. Stay selling. Always be hitting people up for the self. Let them know. Yo, this is a site. This is where you can go. This is where you can get your product. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm excited. Like the first sale is big. The first sale is big. Like I got my first sale on Shopify. And now it's time to grow. It's time to scale that. It's time to scale that up. And then that's all I needed to see. It was like getting my first sale and that shit. Pretty pumped. Now, the next thing after we get the first sale, okay, we validated the product. See, we validated the product on there. Okay, boom. Now it's time to go take a deep dive. Next payout, Bob on its way. Scheduled. What you know about that? Schedule, man. Payouts on the way. First, the site looks hideous. Site looks crazy. All right, we finna drop this back. This is not my site. This is my site. But the goal is to get it beautified. I'm looking for an Ecom person I used to watch. I don't see him though. Everything's too ranked for the beautified. Like, Just let's look for him later. Let's try to put the beautify. See, first off, everything's already automated. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is click some buttons. Shit automated. Just gonna tell you what you need to do. Come over here, turn on, save. Now it's active. Now you got different. Bro, what is this guy's name? Like shit. Yeah, this dude was mad, like hidden for real, like definitely not gonna come up on our search. Fuck. It's blowing me right now. Man, how am I finna find this person? I don't know what theme I had when that theme was like busting for. I got that shit off YouTube. Chat, scrolling like this could take hours. There's no way I'm gonna do this. Has to be a different way. Yeah, I forgot. What the fuck? Dang, alright, shit. Basically, we have to figure this out on our own. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is a bit much.
Okay, so today is a very, very special day. So for those who don't know, I've had a very like a lifetime goal. If you watch any of my podcasts, watch any of my videos, and somebody asked me like, "What's the end goal? $100 million by 25 years old." Always been saying this since I was 17 years old. Literally, it has been one of my biggest.
Yeah, like, nah, this dude, like, I was in his group. 43 videos is crazy.
This is exactly how TikTok Shop can make anybody a millionaire in under 60 days. What's going on, guys? My name is Sean Frimpong, and I've been doing TikTok Shop for about 9 months now, and I've been able to make over $20 million from the duration that I've been doing this. Like I always say, I don't like to do too much talking. I really just like to show a lot of numbers, but in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys one of my stores that does well over $1 million every 60 days, and how you're also going to be able to pretty much replicate process and make yourself a lot of money. So please make sure that you watch the entire duration of the video. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. All right, so as you can see here, we have one of my TikTok shops that's doing $1.6 million every 59 days. I could do 60 days. Let's go 60 days. Let's go 60 days here. 29, 1.636 million dollars. All right, but I'm gonna be breaking this down for you guys. So on the first of the month, we had a $1,000 day. How do we go from a $1,000 day to almost a $2 million in 2 months, or $1 million every single month? And how we did this was by three major components. Number one is by having a good product. Number two is by having a good affiliate networking system. And number three is by having a good marketing strategy. Let's start off with number one, which is your product. How do you know what is actually a good product to sell on TikTok Shop? Because a lot of the time we think of TikTok Shop like a traditional e-commerce drop shipping platform, whatever, but it's not like Shopify. The way you pick your product has to be very precise, because there's not a lot of room for error. Especially in the space of TikTok Shop, where there's a lot of different products on the market. One thing that I've realized about TikTok Shop is that the crazier your product is, the better it does. Like some of the things that they sell on TikTok Shop I've never heard of before, but it does so well because it's something that you've never heard of before. So it makes you engaged, it makes you intrigued, it makes you want to listen more to the creator who's talking about the product. And I'll give you guys some example. Turmeric soap. Have you ever even heard of turmeric soap? Before I just said it, or before you've seen it, or maybe you've seen it on TikTok Shop. Have you ever heard of turmeric soap? No, maybe not. Maybe so. Another one would be like Korean skincare, right? I didn't know that Korean skincare was the best type of skincare until I found it out on TikTok Shop. Or another one would be Shilajit. I had no idea what Shilajit was until TikTok Shop. Little did I know it's one of the best supplements that you can use for your body. Having these different, we call them wow factor products, is going to be able to give you a lot of notoriety on TikTok. It's going to give you a lot of leverage. The reason why it's going to be able to give you a lot of leverage is because you are selling something that you can't just traditionally go to the store and get. That is the major difference between TikTok Shop and pretty much every other platform. Is like I used to sell things on Shopify, and I used to sell like bubble guns, and I used to sell water blasters, and I used to sell humidifiers. But at the end of the day, I could pretty much just go to my local Walmart and buy those things. But you're not going to really be able to go to your local Walmart and get this particular Korean skincare. Or you're not going to be able to go to your local Walmart and get turmeric soap. No, this is only something that you can get from TikTok Shop. So one thing that I've noticed is that the products that perform the best are products that have a high wow factor. So these are products that you can't just typically go into your store and get. A lot of these products are consistent of skincare. A lot of these products are consistent of supplements, different types of like bedding, home goods, fragrances, also like colognes and things of that nature. These tend to perform very well on TikTok Shop because you cannot just walk into your local store and grab it. So when you are thinking about selling a product, make sure that you are thinking in the space of how do I sell something that has a big wow factor attached to it. This also gives your affiliates a lot of leverage because it gives your affiliates something to talk about. It gives your audience something to listen to. If you're saying something like, this turmeric soap is something that you've never seen before because it has these particular properties that no other soap has, right? This gives your affiliate a lot of leverage because now they're saying, this is what makes our product different. The reason why our product is different is because of this. You're giving your affiliate a lot of power by saying, we are the only person on the market with this particular ingredients in our product. This is very important because if you have a product like everybody else's, then that is when you step into the goulash products. These are oversaturated products. You don't want to be in the goulash product section. You want to stay away from the oversaturated products. You want to be able to sell something that has a lot of leverage. Okay, I'll give you an example. I have a skincare brand, right? And we call this skincare the magical serum. First of all, fire name. But we also have properties in here that you cannot typically find in your local skincare brand. Right? I'll just read them out. We have vitamin B, glowing, giving antioxidants. We have vitamin B3, that is a barrier building. We have vitamin E, which is an antioxidant. We have retinol, which is anti-aging. We have hydraulic acid, which is a moisturizing magnet. We have aloe vera, which is skin soothing. You may be able to find 3 of those in your local wherever, but you're not going to be able to find all of those. You're only going to be able to find those on a place like TikTok Shop or somewhere where they actually pay a little bit more to get a better product so that it actually works better. And another thing, with these particular products, they actually do perform better because they work. Okay, this product works. Even though yes, you are getting it for cheap, it still works. And that is the main emphasis on this entire thing. Look, hey, my product works. And the more confidence you give to your affiliates that it actually works, the more your affiliates use your product and actually realize that it works. You have to remember that your affiliates are also selling on the compelling idea that your product works. That is what gives them the courage to sell. Because they're not going to compromise their audience to sell a shitty product. Remember that they are leveraging their audience to sell your product. They're not going to misguide and mislead their audience to make a quick buck. But they will make a quick buck if the product actually works. So make sure that your product actually works. Number two, your affiliates. This is how you generate revenue to your store. Mass influencer outreach. I preach this all the time. Make sure that you are sending at least 100 to 200 invitations every single day. Otherwise, you will get crushed by major companies and major brands like me. Okay, I send out 1,000 invitations every single day. You're not going to stand a chance if you're not sending at least 100. Remember, it is a volume game. If you only have 5 influencers, what is the chance that one of those 5 influencers goes viral? Chances are very low. But if you have 500 influencers, what are the chances that your affiliates go viral? Much higher. You're just basically covering more surface area, and also making sure that you are having your affiliates on some sort of a content schedule. Also another very important fact. Okay, you cannot just have your affiliates posting whenever they want to post. You're giving them too much power. This is your brand. You respect your brand. Hey, look, you have to post at least 3 times a week and go live once a week. That is my stipulation for my affiliates. I also keep my affiliates in a hub. You can keep them in a Slack chat. You can keep them in a Discord. You can keep them in a WhatsApp. You can keep them in a Telegram. But make sure that you are keeping them somewhere where they can also somewhat communicate with each other. Because remember, they share ideas. If one of those affiliates go viral, take that affiliate's content piece, share it with the rest of the community. Hey, look, this is what so-and-so did to go viral. Don't reinvent the wheel, just copy him. This is how you're all going to be able to win. Another thing is I also had my affiliates go live all at the same time. Of course, not all of them went live at the same time, but a large majority of them did. And that is when we had a massive $200,000 day. Let's see if I can find it. On the 11th, we had a $213,000 day simply because we all came together, all went live, and TikTok actually pushes those lives on the algorithm. Remember, when you are choosing your affiliates, make sure that you are not being picky choosy. Whoever wants to sell for your product, it doesn't mean that you have to send them a sample, but make sure that they have the necessary resources that they need to become successful. Okay, because if they have 5,000 followers, they are an asset to your company. Now, of course, for larger creators, I would definitely suggest shipping out a couple samples, depending on the size of their audience. You can ship out a couple samples. You don't have to do it for everybody, but some of your top creators, make sure you get them over a sample, and then you can also create UGC content from yourself. So making sure you're just creating content and distributing that out to your community. Affiliates are literally the backbone of your company. And I need everybody to remember that if you don't have affiliates, you don't have a company, especially not with TikTok Shop. Okay, so the more affiliates you get, the better. This isn't Facebook ads when we're spending $50,000 and potentially blowing our entire ad account. No, we're not spending any money. So who do we rely on? We rely on the affiliates. Okay, so make sure that you are treating your affiliates as such. Hey, look, they know they're an asset. You know they're an asset. Let's make this money. Okay, and how do we make more money? By incentivizing our affiliates. Okay? I give my affiliates boosted commissions. You don't have to, but I do. I give them up to 30 to 40% because I know that if I pay them more, they're going to be loyal to me. They're not going to go and sell for another brand, or they're not going to go and be disloyal to me and not promote my product. They are going to be loyal to my brand. So I do 30 to 40% commissions. Other brands do 10 to 20% commissions. That's the reason why they fail, because they treat their affiliates like shit. And the last part of it is the marketing aspect. Okay, making sure that when you have massive days like this and you have a $200,000 day, making sure that you are not being greedy. Please don't be greedy with it. All right, make sure that you are taking this money and reinvesting it back into some sort of spark ad. All right, or making sure that you are reinvesting it back into viral content. This is the only way you are really going to be able to grow your business. Okay, because you can have a crazy $10,000 day, but you're not going to have a $200,000, $300,000 day 100% organically. You have to be either running the lives or you're going to have to be running Spark ads. And the thing that I love about Spark ads is that you're not investing into something that you don't know. You're investing into something that is already proven. You're investing into a proof of concept. The proof of concept is already there. You see, with meta ads or Facebook ads, the hardest part is actually finding a winning creative. It's finding a winning ad. That's already taken care of. You already know that this is a winning ad, right? You already know that this is a winning ad because it has millions of views. All you're doing is taking a little bit of cash and pushing that video in the algorithm even more. That's how I want you to think about it. I don't want you to think about running ads. No, think of it as you are pushing this video that is already going viral. So if this video has a million views and it's sitting on the algorithm with a million views, and you take $1,000 and you pump it into this Spark ad, you can push that video all the way up to 6 million views because it's about 60% return on ads on Spark ads. So all that's gonna do is make you more money. It's gonna make your affiliate more money. They may get a little bit more followers. It's also gonna make you get more affiliates because now that your affiliates going viral, you have a trusted face who's promoting your product, and at the bottom it literally says eligible for commissions or creator commissions. So now other affiliates notice that you have a good brand that people trust, and now they're gonna want to be affiliate for your brand. So it works in every aspect running Spark ads. So don't be scared to put a little bit of cash behind those videos. I know a lot of people are scared because of how Facebook ads were, and people blowing their ad accounts. This is nothing like that. You are safe with TikTok Shop Spark ads. All right, so make sure that you are using all three of these components. Make sure that you have a good winning product. Make sure that you have a mass amount of influencers and affiliates. Make sure you're doing heavy influencer and affiliate outreach. And most importantly, make sure that when this money is coming in, you're not buying a new car off the rips. The car can wait. Make sure that you are reinvesting this money back into your business so that you can triple, quadruple, and 10x your return. And that is how you're going to be able to get to those multi-million dollar months. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's not hard to become successful, but it all starts off up here. If you can start to think smarter, then you're going to be able to make more money. And even if you start to make more money and you're not thinking smarter, you're going to blow everything. I've seen it happen all the time. So are you the type of person who just wants to make $20,000-$30,000 and buy a new car? Or are you the type of person who wants to actually have longevity, make millions and millions of dollars, potentially exit that company for even more millions and then build upon that? Because at the end of the day, this is an opportunity that not a lot of people know, but it is a massive opportunity that a lot of people need to know. So be that person who wants to know more. Be that person who wants to be the best at this. That's how I am. I'm not going to just do influencer and affiliate marketing. No, I'm going to make sure that I have Spark ads going. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing the most that I can every single day, sending out 1,000 invitations. No, I'm only takes out 1,000 invitations. This is a long time. And I do it every single day. Why? Because I have this drive and motivation inside that won't die. Because I want to conquer this. I want to be the best. That is the only way you're going to be able to perform at a $213,000 a day level is by just being like, man, I want to be the best. Because a lot of people get comfortable and complacent right here. Literally right here. $2K a day, I'm good. Making $60,000 a month, I'm good. Right? I know a lot of people when they say that they make $200K a day, just say, hey, look, show me the numbers. If they say they do, say, hey, show me the numbers. I'm showing you the live numbers right now. You want to perform at this level? Make sure that you are operating at your highest level. Make sure that you're doing everything that is necessary for you to see these type of results. Because it's not going to come overnight. Again, making a million. It took me 6 months to make my first $1 million in a month. But it's possible for you to chop that in half because I didn't know. I didn't have somebody teach me. I didn't have somebody have YouTube videos. I got started when nobody even knew. I was the first person on this. I didn't have YouTube videos and guides and teachers and coaches and mentors and anything like that to help me. But you guys do. So again, if you need help with any of this at all, I have a free training video down below. Please make sure you watch it. It shows you step by step how you're able to scale to days and months just like this. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and also make sure you subscribe. Also, let me know if you want to see more videos like this or if you want me to break down a couple of my $1 million a week stores. And I got y'all. Like I always say, I'll see you at the top.
Not impressed. It was a decent video. Said there's 43 videos, but I only see 6. I don't think it's gonna say. I don't think it's gonna say like person. Fuck. Alright, chill. We gotta figure something out for real. Like, what's some white dude? I don't see the white dude, so we got an Ian or some shit. I don't know what the fuck dude's name was. It's gonna be bugging me, chat. Like, who is this creator? Yeah, it's fucked. It's fucked, shit. I'm not gonna try to worry about it. I'm not gonna try to worry about it. focus. Yeah, the beautify is not the same.
Hello,
Hello,
today I'm
today
going to be
I'm going
talking
to be
about
talking
auto
about auto
insurance.
insurance.
Auto
Auto
insurance
insurance
is
is
one of those
one of those
things
things
people buy
people buy
because they
because
have
they
to,
have
not
to,
because
not
it's
because it's
exciting.
exciting.
You sign
You
up, you
sign
pay
up,
the
you pay the
bill, you
bill,
hope you
you hope you
never have to
never
use
have to
it.
use it.
But when
But
something
when
goes
something goes
wrong,
wrong,
someone runs a
someone
red
runs a red
light,
light,
your car
your
gets
car gets
stolen, you
stolen, you
hydroplane in the
hydroplane in the
rain.
rain.
Auto
Auto
insurance can be
insurance
the
can be the
difference
difference
between
between
this
this
is
is
annoying
annoying
and
and
this is
this is
financially
financially
crushing.
crushing.
So it's
So
worth
it's worth
understanding what it
understanding what it
actually
actually
does,
does,
what it
what
doesn't
it doesn't
do,
do,
and why your
and why
price
your
can
price
feel
can
kind of
feel kind
random
of random
sometimes.
sometimes.
At the
At
most
the most
basic
basic
level, auto
level, auto
insurance
insurance
is a
is a
contract.
contract.
You
You
agree to
agree to
pay a
pay
certain
a certain
amount,
amount,
your
your
premium
premium
every month
every
or
month
six
or 6
months,
months,
and the
and the
insurance
insurance
company
company
agrees to pay
agrees to
for
pay for
certain
certain
losses if
losses
you
if
get in an
you get in an
accident or
accident or
vehicle is
vehicle is
damaged in
damaged
other
in other
ways.
ways.
The key
The key
word
word
is
is
certain.
certain.
Every
Every
policy has
policy has
limits,
limits,
exclusions, and
exclusions, and
rules.
rules.
It's not
It's
a
not a
magic blank
magic blank
check.
check.
It's more
It's
like a
more like a
safety net
safety
with
net with
specific holes
specific
in it,
holes in it,
depending on
depending
what you
on what you
bought.
bought.
The first
The
big
first big
category people
category people
hear about
hear
it
about
is
it is
liability
liability
coverage.
coverage.
Liability is
Liability
about
is about
damages you
damages you
cause to other
cause to other
people.
people.
If you
If
rear
you
end
rear end
someone,
someone,
liability helps you
liability
pay
helps
for
you
their
pay for
car
their car
repairs and
repairs
their
and their
medical
medical
bills.
bills.
It's up to
It's
your
up to your
limits.
limits.
Most
Most
states
states
require
require
some level
some
of
level of
liability
liability
insurance
insurance
because
because
without it, a
without
lot of
it, a lot
people
of
would
people
just
would just
crash into
crash into
somebody and
somebody
have no
and have
money to
no money
pay
to
for it
pay
with
for
the
it with the
damage.
damage.
Liability
Liability
usually
usually
has two
has two
parts,
parts, as in
so
so
bodily
bodily
injury
injury
is just
is
for
just for
injuries to
injuries to
The
the
latest
latest
updates with
updates with
AI have
AI
made it
have made it
insanely
insanely
fast and
fast and
simple to build
simple
an
to build an
e-commerce
e-commerce
business from
business from
scratch. In
scratch.
this
In this
video,
video,
we're going to go
we're going to
over
go
every
over
single
every
step
single
from
step from
validating a product, getting
getting
traffic to your
traffic to your
store,
store,
and turning
and
it
turning
all
it
into a
all
real
into a real
brand. And
brand.
I
And I
genuinely
genuinely
believe that this
believe
is
that
the
this is the
best way to
best way
build
to build
generational wealth
generational wealth
online and
online
right
and
now.
right now.
Okay, let's dive
let's
in.
dive in.
Three
Three
numbers run
numbers
the
run
whole
the whole
thing.
thing.
First, your
Your
CPA or
CPA
cost
or
per
cost per
acquisition is
acquisition
your
is
cost
your
to get
cost to
one
get one
customer in the
customer
door.
in the door.
Then
Then
LTV or
LTV or
lifetime
lifetime
value, which is
value, which is
basically just what that same
that same
customer
customer
ends
ends
up
up
being
being
worth
worth
to
to
you
you
over
over
the
the
lifespan of their
lifespan of their
relationship with your
relationship with your
brand. And then
brand. And then
finally, we have
finally, we have
AOV or
AOV or
average order
average
value.
order
This
value.
is
This
how
is
much
how much
average
average
customer
customer
spends
spends
each time they
each
order
time they
from
order
you.
from
If you
you.
get
If you
those
get
three
those
numbers
three
talking
numbers
to each
talking to
other,
each other,
then you've
then
actually
you've
got a
actually got a
successful
successful
business.
business.
And we'll come
And we'll
back to
come
those,
back to
but with
those,
that out
but
of the
with
way
that out
for
of the way
now,
for now,
let's actually build the thing step by step so you can just copy it. Step one, you're going to need a
You're going to need a
store.
store.
And this
And this
basically
basically
takes
takes
no
no
time.
time.
I've got a
I've got a
free AI
free
store
AI
builder.
store builder.
Pick a
Pick a
product,
product,
it spins
it
up
spins
a
up a
clean
clean
branded site
branded
around
site
it in
around
just
it
a
in
couple
just a couple
clicks. And that's
clicks.
pretty
And that's
much
pretty
it.
much
It's
it. It's
completely free to
completely free to
use. It's
use.
linked
It's
down
linked
below,
down
so just
below,
go
so just
nuts.
go
I do
nuts.
want to
I do
mention
want to
though,
mention
don't
though,
waste
don't
too
waste
long on
too
your
long on your
storefront in the
storefront in the
beginning.
beginning.
Once you're
Once
making
you're
money,
making money,
you can definitely come back and optimize your store and make it look
Now
pretty.
here's
Now
one
here's
little
one little known
hack
hack
that
that you can start right out the
and
gate,
it's just
and it's
getting a
just getting a
domain
domain
with
with
.store.
Using a
Using a
.store
.store
domain
domain
clearly communicates to the
customer
customer
that they are on a real online store.
And research
And research
shows
shows
that type of clarity
has
has
advantages.
more
More
clicks, more
clicks, more
sales, and
sales, and
ultimately more
ultimately
money
more money
made.
made. Celebrities and global brands such as
Mr.
Mr.
Beast,
Beast,
Emirates,
Lando
Lando
Norris,
Norris,
and Rihanna
all
all
trust
trust
and
and
use
use
.store
.store
domains for their
domains for their
businesses.
businesses.
I'll have a special discount code for you down in the description box below,
just in case you're interested in starting your first brand off on the right foot. Step 2, you want to pick something to actually sell. Now, my first point here is a big one. You need to pick a product that solves a deep pain. There's two different kinds of pains you can choose from. Physical pain, so this could be like back pain or neck pain, joint pain. Then there's emotional pain. So these are things like acne, hair loss, feeling overweight. People are damn insecure about themselves, and they want to feel better about
Even
that.
the pet
Even the
niche
pet
is the
niche
same.
is the same.
People treat
Their dogs like family. When you hit these pain points, it just becomes so much easier to market and sell a product on both paid ads and organic. However, this brings me to my second point, because if you don't have the margin, then you're going to stay stuck trying to scale. So a good rule for you when starting out is that you've got to sell your product for at least 3 times what the supplier is charging. $15 product, $45 sale price. Now with my next point, there's one hidden margin killer that tricks a lot of beginners into building a business that never works.
And that is
selling physically big products. I'm not shipping furniture or car parts. I'm staying away from all that heavy shit because it eats your margins alive on shipping. My general rule is I'm not going to touch it unless I can ship it in a shoebox size or smaller. That's non-negotiable early on. Otherwise, you're going to have a ton of shipping costs and fees stacking up. The fourth point is that you have to make sure the product is evergreen. See, if you go out there and sell beach toys, and you're sitting there in December with zero sales waiting for summer, you're already juggling enough on your plate. Algorithm changes, creative fatigue, competitors. You don't want to stack seasonality on top of all this. You can do a quick check. Drop your main keyword search term, so say beach toys, into Google Trends and zoom out to the 5 to 10 year horizon. What you want to see is a steady line going up, not one huge spike like you would with fidget spin. Now the fifth point, upsell potential. Let's say you're selling blue light glasses. Well, they're going to need a case and maybe a cleaning kit too. Let's say you're selling skincare. They're going to need more products to fill the entire routine. At least have an understanding of what your upsells might be on day one. Now the last point, and arguably the most important one, is that you must look for a product that's validated but not saturated. See, validated means competitors are already moving real volume, but oversaturation wipes you out. There's no magic number here, but if you go on the Meta Ads Library to stalk your competitors and you find 100 different competitors selling the same product, same ad, good luck making it work. What you're looking for is a healthy amount of competition to prove that the product sells, but not too much. The sweet spot is a product that's just starting to pop. Maybe a few hundred thousand views on TikTok this month. Nobody's really blown the roof off of it yet. And the best sign you'll see when you found a product like this is garbage videos that are pulling thousands of views. That's when you know you struck gold, and the product is practically selling itself. You take that product, make the marketing 10 times better, you're going to get rich.
Step 3,
content.
If you can attack a clear pain point that a specific person will pay money to solve, then AI ads are the best news you've ever got. You're going to make a pile of creatives like we talked about earlier. Some you'll film yourself with the product in your hand. Some you'll just generate with AI. For product photos or static image ads, I've been using Nano Banana to get clean shots without booking a photographer. I'll link that down below. Then just throw it all up on fresh TikTok and Instagram accounts, 3 to 5 posts a day, and just watch what the algorithm grabs onto. You're looking for one video that starts to pop off on its own. Step 4.
Only now can you even think about paid ads. And only if you've got enough cash flow, like we just covered. That's when you let the AI start testing it with a small daily budget. $50 a day is a great starting point. So you can take that money you're making from your TikTok organic videos and then put it into Meta to run your first real ad campaign. Meta's AI basically runs the entire campaign for you now. There's this thing called Advantage Plus, where instead of you just sitting there and picking audiences and guessing, the AI just figures out who to show the ad to, and it's working extremely well. And watch your click-through rate and your add to cart. That tells you if people actually want it before you start scaling. And if something hits, that's when you stop dropshipping it and you start building it for real. The first step of this is working with a supplier that you actually vetted.
I'm talking about custom packaging, little thank you notes, your logo on the actual product, a reason for your customers to come back and buy again and again. Because remember, that returning customer is your entire LTV, and they're what lets you keep advertising while everyone else gets squeezed out. Now, thankfully, when it comes to the supplier, there's a company that's been quietly revolutionizing the entire dropshipping game. They're called AutoDS, and it's basically a cheat code to running your business. It's like having multiple VAs all working inside your business, fulfilling orders, sending out tracking information to the customer, triple checking your product before it even leaves the factory. And the best part is they can
Damn, chat, my shit died. So I'm gonna get back to work, but until then, next time.